I wanted to do a quick update on the Harry Potter ride, the Battle for the Ministry. So just doing a little research, and so in our last video we speculated all these different elevator patents that Universal had, but we didn't think that was right because the rumor is, and now confirmed, there's been some leaked photos that it's an elongated track, more like Spider-Man, something like that. And then I was looking around, and so they're partnering with a company called SimTech. And so I'll put up here, the Spider-Man cart originally is like Indiana Jones. And so we always make that comparison. It's basically like a carriage and a passenger compartment, and then you have hydraulics in between. And you can see they're kind of small hydraulics. So the big difference now is that with the Battle for the Ministry, they're going to make much bigger. And I think we showed some of these, but it's basically, it's a cart, but it has much bigger hydraulics on it that allows a bigger range of motion. And so that's pretty clear. That's what they're doing from the pictures inside the ride. There's obviously a track and screens. So it's going to look like that. I mean, it's going to be, you compared it to Harry Potter. I mean, it's going to be like that, except it's not on a Kuka arm.
I did make a big deal of it. Right as I saw that picture, I'm like, boy.
Yeah. So what I thought was interesting is looking at SimTech's patents, if they're they're listed as working on this. So they have an older patent from several years ago where they have this, what looks really similar to what some of the Universal patents have, where it's the same thing as Spider-Man or Indiana Jones, but with much bigger hydraulics that would involve a bigger range of motion. So we'll show that here. They only showed it with one row of seating and then a turntable that it's on. But obviously they've already announced the elevator that looks like the Tower of Terror. You could just slap this on top of the wheel and get the same effect. So I'm pretty sure that's what the ride's going to be, just based on SimTech's old work on this. What I thought was interesting is in the picture, they have a base, like a visor on the seats. It's listed, it's 26 in the numbering. And so what that can do is come down in front of you, almost like the Harry Potter ride. So if they don't want you to see something, or you're moving through an area where they don't want you to see, they could bring the visor down and then project on that, which would be a lot like the Forbidden Journey ride and be a lot more barfy like that. But so it'd be interesting to see if they do that. Obviously in the elevator there's only one opening out front. So it's almost like Forbidden Journey.
Quick question. Do you see 26, right? The visor. Do you see what that's hooked onto? Is that the elevator?
That's a wheel. So that the visor, those are seats.
Oh.
So do you see that?
Yeah.
Let me get you a different. So do you see in figure 2A?
Oh, okay.
You can see the people's legs. And so that's when they're really moving this thing around to make it more thrilling. So it has a much bigger range of motion.
I hope it jolts you, because you can kind of guess what it would do with that.
Yeah. So even in the pictures too, like in, one, it almost looks like a cave. That'd be more similar to like Gringotts, kind of looks like that with a screen. I think that's what they're showing in 14.
Isn't the ride going to go upside down? I don't think that's even really possible.
I don't think
with the mechanism.
I
and just so you guys know, I don't know if my dad's hoping for this, but I am. I'm hoping closer to 2026 we can actually put coming next school year. That's how I project it. Coming next school year, closer to 2026, we can hopefully put actual footage of the rides in our videos. Because coming October, guess who's actually got tickets to Epic Universe, or we're going?
September.
Yeah, September. Yeah, yep. September.
So we're gonna go. We'll get the real deal on the ride at that point. But I'm guessing it's gonna be something like this. That 14 is a screen in the cave. It seems like that's what they're gonna do, and then it'll just move around a bunch on the bigger hydraulics. So anyway, that's our Battle for the Ministry update.
Yep. You want to know what they really should do for Harry Potter ride, and they could have done for this?
What?
You know how on Forbidden Journey it's supposed to simulate flying on broomsticks?
Yes.
Take the Tron ride, make the seats look like broomsticks.
Oh boy.
Boom! We don't usually do this, and I'm not sure if we're really going to ask you to do this again, but if you want, you can comment down below if you think that would make a good Harry Potter ride. Like the Tron seats where you like laying down, but you're like riding on a broomstick.
That could be good. Like
It's like you could have like a stick, like a broomstick, and it could have little cushions on the stick to lay down on.
I'd take anything over Forbidden Journey at this point, so.
Yeah. They really took their chance with that ride.
Well, people like it, but.
What if the Hagrid ride was more like Tron?
Kind of, isn't it a motorcycle you want it to be kicked for more? I like it.
Yeah.
Hagrid's is perfect. Don't
Yes.
change it. Will.
Yes.
Don't suggest anything.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right, bye.